So good afternoon, children. Am I audible? And is the board clear to you all? Okay, fine, fine. So we will start with we have already done GFC and DFC, detritus food chain, and the grazing food chain. Okay, grazing food chain. Both the food chains we have done. We will move on to the next topic, which is pyramids. Pyramids. So we will move on to this next topic. The concept of pyramids was given by Elton. It was explained by Elton. Elton was the researcher who gave the concept of pyramid, or who explained the pyramids, how these pyramids are important in the ecological studies. This was explained by him. Now, according to him, the pyramids are of three shapes. The various shapes, the three shapes of pyramids are shapes of pyramids according to Elton. So it was number one, the first shape was upright. The second shape, which was explained, it was inverted. And the third shape was spindle shape. Upright pyramid appears to be like this. The inverted pyramid appears to be like this. And the spindle shaped appears to be like this. Almost this shape. It appears to be like this. So these are the three shapes of pyramids, and we will study the types of pyramids. The types of pyramids which we are going to study is number one, what we are going to study is pyramid of numbers. Number two, pyramid of biomass. And the third one is pyramid of energy. So these are the pyramids which we are going to study, the three types of pyramids: pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, and the pyramid of energy. Now, what happens in these three types of pyramids and how these pyramids are formed? Let's start with the first pyramid, which is pyramid of number. How this pyramid appears to be and how this is. So this is mostly seen in the grassland ecosystem. So we can write here along with it, grassland ecosystem. Grassland ecosystem. Here, what is given, the pyramid which is there in the NCERT book, it goes like this. We have the lowest trophic level of grass. This is grass. Above this, suppose we have the next trophic level, Of course, this is producer. This is producer. The next trophic level is of primary consumers. So here we make primary consumers. The next trophic level of secondary consumers. And the top is the tertiary consumers. The tertiary consumers, or TC. This is the topmost trophic level. In this trophic level, suppose we consider the producers to be grass. Grass eaten up by grasshoppers. Grasshopper. The grasshoppers eaten up by frogs. These are eaten up by frogs. And the frogs eaten up by snakes. These are the 4 trophic levels. We have given the specific name also. Now here, the number of grass, if we say it is about 58 lakhs by 8, this is given in the book. This, I'm giving this unit here. This 58 lakh about units of grass. And it is eaten up by the number of grasshoppers. It is this much. 7,08,000. 7,08,000. The number of frogs are 3,54,000. And the snake feeding on these grasshoppers, say 3. So as we see here, the number is decreasing as we go from the producers towards the top consumers, towards the consumers or the tertiary consumers. If you see, the producers are grass about 58 lakhs, the units. Then as we move on to the next trophic level of grasshopper, it is much less than that. Then when we move to the frogs which eat the grasshopper, it is only 3 lakhs, 50% of the lower trophic level. And then snakes are 2 less. They are feeding on so many frogs. So pyramid of number is upright. This type of pyramid is known as upright pyramid. So when we see the pyramid of number, it comes to be upright pyramid. This is upright pyramid, pyramid of number. Okay. Any question in this pyramid of number? Yes, but any question in this? Yes, beta. Any question in this pyramid of number? Yes, bache? Okay, fine. We come to the next one, which is pyramid of biomass. Pyramid of biomass. So in pyramid of biomass, we are going to study this pyramid of biomass in 2 types of ecosystem, ocean and grassland. We are going to study in the ocean ecosystem or sea ecosystem, ocean and grassland ecosystem. So what is the difference between the two? What happens in both the types of pyramid? This I'm going to show you what type of pyramid is formed, and then we will discuss that what is the difference between the two. So let's come to the grassland pyramid. Grassland ecosystem. What type of grassland ecosystem? What type of pyramid is formed in this? In the grassland ecosystem, again, we'll go by the book. We have been given this example. What they have shown here, I'm going to draw that. This is the lowermost trophic level. Then above it, we have another trophic level. Above this, we have another trophic level. And we have then the top consumers. These are top consumers. This is primary producers or producers, primary producers. This is primary consumers. This is secondary consumers. This is tertiary consumers or the top consumers. So we have these 4 trophic levels here. Now, suppose here we can, if to be very specific, if we write here vegetables or vegetation or vegetables, anything, it is the one who is feeding on this is a rabbit, The rabbit population is feeding on the vegetables. The rabbits are being eaten up by fox, and the foxes are being eaten up by lion. So we have 4 trophic levels, and suppose the number of vegetables we have is 809. Then this is given 809 units given in the book, eaten up by 37 rabbits. These 37 rabbits are eaten up by 11 foxes, which is further eaten up by, say, 2 lions. So we have this. This is grassland ecosystem, what I have made here. This is grassland ecosystem. So here, if you see, this is again, what is the position of the pyramid? What is the shape of the pyramid? The shape of the pyramid is upright. We have got upright pyramid in case of grassland ecosystem, because the biomass decreases as we move on the higher trophic levels. The biomass of the organisms decrease. Vegetables, the biomass here, every step the biomass is decreasing, and it makes an upright pyramid. Now, this we have seen in case of grassland ecosystem. Now, if we consider the ocean ecosystem, what happens in the ocean ecosystem? In the ocean ecosystem, we'll again follow by the example which is given in the NCERT book. We have this sort of pyramid. So here I'm writing ocean ecosystem. Here, what do we have? We have a pyramid which is like this. And another, we have this like this. So this is, here we have primary producer. And this one we have primary consumer. Now you must be thinking, primary producers less than the consumers. How is it possible? Primary producers less than the consumers. Now, in the ocean, what are the producers? Producers are basically, here I'm taking about the microscopic unicellular organisms, which are phytoplanktons. Phytoplanktons. These are microscopic unicellular organisms. Now, these are numerous. Microscopic unicellular organisms are being fed. See their number. They are fed. They form the food for the consumers, which are fishes. Okay, so suppose here we have 4 units of this. This can form food for 21 units of fishes. So in the ocean ecosystem, the pyramid goes inverted. Inverted. This is inverted in case of ocean ecosystem. The phytoplanktons on which the fishes depend, the fishes are more which are depending on phytoplanktons, which are lesser in number as compared to the consumers. So in ocean ecosystem, it goes inverted. Now there is one more ecosystem, and that is tree ecosystem. In the case of biomass only, we are going to study one more ecosystem, which is tree ecosystem. I'll make it here only. Tree ecosystem. What happens in tree ecosystem? Suppose we have a tree. We have a tree, a big banyan tree, we can say. A big peepal tree or a big banyan tree, single tree. Okay. These trees, this tree, which is single, it can form, it can provide food and shelter to squirrels, insects, birds, etc. See, tree is one, and the number of organisms which are dependent on it, whether squirrels or insects or birds, they are more in number. Okay, more in number. Tree is one, but the number, the biomass has increased in the next trophic level. So they have increased in number. Now, on these, see, these squirrels, insects, and birds, they are feeding on whatever fruit is provided by the tree, and they are also living in, they have made their nests, their hollow, the space where they hide themselves. So they all are, this tree becomes the habitat also for these organisms, and this tree provides food to also them. Tree is single, and so many squirrels, so many insects, so many birds, they are living on the tree, and they are getting their food and getting shelter on that single tree. Now, the food chain continues. That means somebody else, some other organisms, they are dependent on these squirrels, insects, and birds. So that forms the third trophic level. So that these squirrels, insects, and birds, they are either eaten up by snakes, or they are eaten up by larger birds. So these snakes and larger birds will be more in number than squirrel, insects, birds, or will be less in number than the second trophic level. What do you say? The third trophic, in the third trophic level, the organisms will be more than this or less than this? Yes. The organisms in the third trophic level will be more than the second trophic level, or will be less than the second trophic level? Less. Paras is saying less. Anybody else? Any other opinion? Yes. Any other opinion, beta? Any other who wants to answer this? In the third trophic level, the organisms will be more than the second trophic level or less than the second trophic level? Any other answer? Paras is saying less. Any other answer, beta? I'm not getting any response. Sukh Sahaj, are you there? Yes. Amit, Arif, Parthivi, Simran, Sukh Sahaj, Tanish. Yes, what do you think about the trophic levels? What I want to say is, just a minute. What I want to say is, I have made here the trophic levels. Just a minute, beta. What I want to say is, you can see this, the tree ecosystem, the third pyramid, this pyramid which I'm making. In this pyramid, if you see, I'm saying it is a tree ecosystem. That means the producer here is a tree. The primary producer is a tree. Now, on this tree, on this tree, many squirrels live, insects live, and the birds live. That means this tree, it gives shelter to the squirrels and food also to the insects and the birds. Tree is single, just one tree, one tree. It is providing shelter and food to a number of squirrels, to a number of insects, and to a number of birds. If you see the second trophic level, we have more of them. See, it is the larger size of the second trophic level also shows that their number is more than this. Tree is single. Tree is single. It has to make it much smaller than this. Single tree is providing Single tree is providing shelter and food to a number of squirrels, to a number of insects, to a number of birds. Okay, now I want to make the third trophic level. That means they also form, because a food chain exists in nature. So the squirrels, insects, and birds, they form food for the third trophic level. They become food for the third trophic level, the next trophic level. Now, the number of organisms in the third trophic level will be more than this or less than this. This is what I want to ask. The number of organisms in this trophic level will be more than the second trophic level or less than the second trophic level. Could you get my answer question now? Yes, bache? Less. Yes. Sukhsahaj is also saying yes. Other opinion? Yes. Other opinion, beta? Two opinion I have got less. Others, yes. Others can answer. Simran, Tanesh, Karthik Thakur, Amit Katoch. Less.
Sorry, ma'am, your voice was breaking right now.